Humans have invented smartphones that talk back, telescopes that see the edge of the universe, and AI that can write your essays for you. And yet, we still panic if a black cat crosses the road. We still hold our breath driving past cemeteries. And we still believe that breaking a mirror means 7 years of misery, as if glass has a personal vendetta. Today, we're counting down the 35 dumbest superstitions people still believe in 2025. And trust me, some of these are so ridiculous, you'll lose faith in humanity by one. Let's start with the everyday nonsense people cling to for good luck. Because nothing says science like slapping a piece of furniture to keep bad luck away. This one goes way back to ancient pagan beliefs that spirits lived inside trees. People would touch or knock on wood to summon their protection. And somehow, 2,000 years later, we're still doing it before job interviews and plane flights. Yes, humans cut off rabbit feet, carry them around, and call it good luck. It started with ancient Celtic tribes believing rabbits could communicate with the gods of the underworld. Spoiler, they couldn't. But the trend stuck. Today, you'll still find people carrying severed animal parts for good fortune. Totally normal. Apparently, nothing protects your home from evil like a bent piece of metal nailed above your door. This comes from ancient Europe, where iron was believed to ward off witches. And the horseshoe shape? It traps luck inside. People still argue about whether it should point up or down, because obviously that changes everything. Spill some salt? Quick, chuck it over your left shoulder, supposedly into the devil's eyes. This medieval superstition came from the idea that salt was sacred and spilling it was bad luck, but if you blind Satan with it, you're fine. Try explaining that one to your dinner guests. Nope, you're not just fidgeting, you're apparently invoking divine power by folding 2 fingers. This habit likely started with early Christians making miniature crosses to summon God's favor. Now we do it before lottery draws and Tinder dates. This one's surprisingly ancient. Triangles were sacred in Egyptian times, symbolizing the Trinity. Walking through one was breaking the sacred shape and inviting misfortune. Fast forward a few thousand years, and construction workers are still getting yelled at for doing it. Ah, lucky number. Nope. Western cultures treat 13 like a cosmic death sentence. Why? One theory points to the Last Supper. Judas was the 13th guest. Another? Friday the 13th was the day the Knights Templar were executed. Today, buildings skip the 13th floor, airlines skip row 13, and people actually cancel weddings if the date falls on the 13th. In much of East Asia, the number 4 is avoided like the plague, literally. The word for 4 sounds just like the word for death. Hospitals skip room 4. Apartments avoid the 4th floor, and in elevators, you'll often see 3A instead. It's so ingrained, companies even price products to avoid 4s. On the flip side, Westerners are obsessed with 7. 7 wonders, 7 days, 7 deadly sins. Its mystical status comes from ancient Babylonian astronomy and biblical references. And even now, people will choose 7 in lotteries, hotel rooms, and even baby names as if the universe cares. Not just 13 and 4. Some buildings skip entire floors, like 17 in Italy, seen as unlucky because 17 rearranges to VIXI. I have lived, also known as I'm dead. So you might go straight from floor 16 to 18, because pretending the number doesn't exist totally protects you. Some folks swear bad things come in 3s. Car accidents, celebrity deaths, tech breakdowns, always 3. This superstition goes back to pagan rituals built around triads. Humans love patterns, even when they're imaginary. So far, we've knocked on wood, thrown salt at demons, and skipped imaginary numbers. But nothing compares to the bizarre rituals humans follow. For love. In Greece, if you drop a pair of scissors, people believe your love life is about to be cut short. Yeah, apparently gravity is a sign that your relationship's doomed. Better hope those kitchen shears don't slip, or it's Splitsville. Want to dream of your soulmate? Easy, just sleep with a spoon under your pillow. Some variations use bay leaves, wedding cake, or even onion skins, because nothing says romance like bedding down with cutlery and herbs. In Brazil and parts of West Africa, sweeping over someone's feet means they'll never get married. So if you want to curse your ex's love life forever, maybe just clean your house aggressively near them. On New Year's Eve, Spaniards eat 12 grapes at midnight, one for each month of good luck in love and life. But miss one grape? Congrats, you just jinxed your next 12 months. Rain on your wedding day is apparently a blessing, symbolizing cleansing, fertility, and renewal. Or, it's just weather. Still, couples worldwide cling to this idea to justify their $20,000 soggy backyard ceremony. Love might make us do dumb things, but death makes us do even dumber. Brace yourself for the superstitions people believe about the afterlife. When someone dies, Victorians believed mirrors must be covered so the soul doesn't get trapped inside, because apparently, even in death, we're still worried about selfie angles. Some cultures still do this today, convinced that an uncovered mirror might invite the spirit to stay forever. The moment someone dies, some families stop all the clocks in the house. Why? So the soul doesn't get stuck in time, because clearly the Grim Reaper is a punctual guy. Even now, certain regions of Ireland and the UK still follow this tradition. In many cultures, an owl's call near your home is seen as a death omen. Never mind that owls are just out there looking for mice. No, this bird is apparently a feathery Grim Reaper. Need an evil spirit in your house? Easy. Just whistle. In Russia and Lithuania, people believe whistling indoors invites misfortune, even bankruptcy. In Japan, it supposedly summons snakes or spirits. Driving past a cemetery? Better hold your breath, or a wandering spirit might hop into your lungs. This bizarre belief is still practiced in many countries, as if ghosts are just hanging around, waiting for an oxygen Uber. If spirits and death weren't weird enough, wait until you see how humans project luck, doom, and destiny onto animals. If a black cat crosses your path, you're doomed. At least, that's what medieval Europeans thought. They believed witches transformed into black cats to spy on humans. Fast forward to today, and people still swerve around cats like they're walking omens. Ironically, in places like Japan and Scotland, black cats are considered lucky. In some parts of the UK, killing a spider means rain is coming. The logic? No one knows. Maybe it's the universe crying for your tiny 8-legged victim. Some people even refuse to kill spiders indoors, convinced they're weather forecasters. It's gross, it's humiliating, but apparently, it's lucky. In Russia and parts of India, getting pooped on by a bird means money is coming your way. Because nothing says financial prosperity like cleaning seagull poop off your jacket. 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy. Yep, people still count magpies to predict their fate. Seeing just 1 magpie? Bad luck? 2? Good. A whole flock? Congrats, you're probably immortal. Elephants are sacred in many Asian cultures, symbolizing strength and fortune. But here's the kicker. The trunk must be up, or the luck drains out. Because clearly, prosperity is a liquid now. Animals aren't the only ones dragged into our superstition circus. Money, luck, and destiny get their own special treatment too. A Roman ritual meant to please water gods somehow evolved into throwing spare change into mall fountains. The belief, toss a coin, make a wish, get good fortune. Reality, you just donated 20 cents to a janitor with a magnet. Humans love portable luck. Soldiers in World War I carried coins to survive battles. Gamblers rub them before rolling dice, because nothing influences probability quite like pocket lint and copper oxidation. In many Indian markets, the day's first sale is considered sacred. Vendors will even offer discounts or refuse to sell to unlucky customers they think will jinx the day. Because clearly, capitalism bows to karma. 2 people pull a bird's wishbone. Whoever gets the bigger piece gets their wish granted. Romans believed birds could tell the future, so breaking their bones was basically an ancient fortune-telling app. Alright, we've thrown coins, broken bones, and avoided rogue magpies, but nothing tops the next 5. These are the most ridiculous superstitions humans still believe, and they're absolutely wild. In many cultures, if someone compliments a baby without saying "God bless" or some protective phrase, that baby could be cursed by the evil eye, a jealous glare that brings misfortune. That's why you'll see little kids wearing blue eye charms, beads, or bracelets. Because nothing says "I love your baby" like implying your gaze might destroy them. And yes, parents still politely deflect compliments or spit, symbolically to break the curse. Thinking of buying your partner a new pair of shoes? Don't, unless you want them gone. This superstition claims that giving shoes makes the recipient walk away from you, symbolically and literally. Some people even tape a coin to the shoes to buy them back and break the curse. In Japan, whistling after dark was believed to attract snakes, or worse, wandering spirits. The belief goes back to samurai times when criminals used whistles to signal attacks. Over time, it morphed into a supernatural warning. Even today, some older Japanese still hush children for whistling at night, just in case. This Victorian-era superstition claimed opening an umbrella inside insults the sun god and brings bad luck. Today, people still hesitate before doing it, as if Ra himself is going to smite their IKEA furniture. Fun fact, this one might have some practical origins. Older umbrellas had metal spokes and could easily smash things indoors. And here we are, the king of dumb superstitions. actors still refuse to say Macbeth inside a theater, calling it instead the Scottish play. The curse allegedly began when early productions had real sword fights that ended in actual deaths. Now, theater tradition dictates that if someone says the forbidden word, they must leave the building, spin 3 times, spit, and ask to be let back in. Yes, we've gone from black cats to Shakespeare spells. And people still follow this in 2025. We've split the atom, built spaceships, invented quantum computers. And yet, millions of us still knock on wood, panic at the number 13, and believe bird poop is a stock market indicator. Superstitions are humanity's way of trying to control chaos, a leftover from when thunder meant angry gods, and a bad harvest meant we angered the moon. But here's the truth. Most of these beliefs are ancient nonsense. And that's exactly what makes them so fascinating. So now I have to ask, which superstition do you secretly believe in, even though you know it's ridiculous? Drop it in the comments below. And hey, before you click away, maybe knock on wood, toss some salt, and subscribe, just in case.